Thanks for joining us on Dream Funders. I'm Melissa Fraser with our esteemed panel of investors that we like to call funders. And right now, it's time to meet our next dreamer.
Hi funders. My name is Jennifer Nally. I'm here with my company, Delicious Designs, and I am searching for $15,000 in exchange for 20% of my business. I have been making custom cakes for about 2 years now, and I have come through a lot of people that have told me, wow, I wish I could do what you do. So my idea was to come up with a template or pattern for them to easily learn how to do what I do. I take a sugar sheet and I have a pre-printed design on top of it. All they have to do is take off the backing and put it right on their already iced cake. Then they take their pre-packaged buttercream icings that come with them and just fill in the pattern. As easy as coloring a coloring page. This is one of the cakes that I have done with this pattern here. Would you like to see it up close?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It smells delicious.
Why are you holding out on us? What's the story with that? Wow.
Okay.
How long did that take?
Maybe 10 minutes. But I do cakes all the time, yes.
Right.
I do cakes all the time, but I do not think that it would take anybody else any longer. The Delicious Designs kit would come with 1 pre-printed design sheets. It would come with 3 to 4 pre-filled, ready-to-use packages like this. I made these myself, not the actual package, but I made the sealing myself on these. These packages come with the tips already pre-made on them. All you have to do is cut them off at different angles and it will give you a different effect. So there's no need to buy extra tips or anything else like that, or all the ingredients to make the buttercream.
Are the instructions for the different angles included?
Yes, ma'am. That
Okay.
would be included in the package.
Okay.
So do you have a full package with you? What does it look like?
Basically, what you see here would be what would be included. Only thing that I do not have right with me today is the instructions. I'm still working on those. It would have the 3 to 4 packages about this size because it wouldn't take much icing for you to decorate the top. This is one example of one of the designs I have made. It needs to be nice and big so that everybody would be able to fill it in. Kids would enjoy doing them even just as a fun hobby, just to decorate them and then eat them because it's completely edible. The part of the funding that I'm asking for would go toward getting the printers and the edible ink to be able to print these off. It is completely edible. This is a sugar sheet. It comes with a plastic backing on it. All you do is peel it off and you stick it right on top of your pre-iced cake. It melts into the icing that's already on there. And then all you have left is your beautiful design. Could you tell that I had used a stencil? Nope, not at all.
Wow.
Not at all.
Now, where are you selling these currently?
Currently, I am not selling them. I'm using them with my own personal friends and family, but not anywhere online. Ideally, I would love to get into a bigger place, maybe even a licensing deal, or even start my own online business selling these. Well, that would be ideal.
What's your price point on this? Have you added up your costs?
What I'm shooting at, it would take probably less than about $3 to make a whole package. That would be including the label, the packaging, the bag, everything that come in. This I would probably sell anywhere from about $10 to $12 at the grocery store or any place like that, or the retail facility. If you're at home making your own cake and you are buying the ingredients at the store, it's only going to cost you maybe $10 to do that. And then you add $10 in to get this, to make it your own design when you created it. It easily costs you $60 to $100 to get a personalized custom cake done, easily. Something like this at a nearby smaller sized bakery would be closer to $60 just for this. So, and this would cost you $20.
How you make the actual sugar sheet? How is that made, start to finish?
Okay, on the sugar sheets, I do not make the sugar sheets. I would order the sugar sheets wholesale. They come just a plain white. It's an 8.5 by 10.5 size. You can get them bigger, but that's the size I would mainly be working with. You put them through the edible ink printer, and I upload the drawings that I have or that I would like to see, and then they print straight on there. It comes out with the edible ink, everything's ready to go. It kind of makes it your own artwork that's on the cake without you having to have the creative thought to think, well, what would I put on there? There would be, you can use it on all kinds of things. Every holiday, you could have it on, you could make them small enough for cookies, even.
And what would you use the $15,000 for?
That would be to purchase printers, ink, plenty of inventory for the sugar sheets, the buttercream, all of that. I would really like to put a lot of that into marketing and getting my website up and running for them. I think that would be a great thing to help start a business here in Louisville. I mean, it's unlimited, the designs you could come up with.
What do you think? Will this be the next big thing? Find out what our funders have to say about it when we come back to the Fraser History Museum on Dream Funders. Welcome back to Dream Funders, a matchmaking show that's all about business. Hopefully matching big ideas with big bucks. I'm Melissa Fraser, inside the Fraser History Museum in downtown Louisville. Earlier, Jennifer Nally pitched an idea to our panel that she says can turn anyone into a master cake decorator.
So, my idea was to come up with a template or pattern for them to easily learn how to do what I do. I take a sugar sheet and I have a pre-printed design on top of it. All they have to do is take off the backing and put it right on their already iced cake.
It's like paint by numbers in the kitchen. But is anyone on our panel of investors ready to bite? Funders, what say you?
I'm sorry to still go back to that, but when the sheets come in, they come in squares or they're already cut? How do you cut that? I see that it notices.
I cut them out myself.
You cut them manually, okay.
I print it off. Yeah, you can print multiple images on one sheet. It can be cut in half. Like obviously this one, it's an 8.5 by 10.5 sheet of paper. So it's about regular size letter paper, okay? And then we could probably fit 2 of those on there side by side, and that would save even on the sugar sheet use as far as money is concerned.
Seems like if you could sell the sugar sheets at more of a custom order, let someone use their own icing from the store, they could get their own colors, decorate if they want, your shipping would go down, potentially packaging, cost, everything. Is that something you've considered? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
that is being considered. That's a great point. I love it. The main thing, the reason I include and kind of sell it with the buttercream already like this is because of the tip being on here. These were not made by me, these bags were not, so I'm not claiming that I came up with these. They're just a great invention. This takes away the having to go out and spend extra money on having to buy special tips to make different designs. That can get quite costly. I have them, I have several, so I do know that they are costly and what it costs to buy all that extra added things when you start making cakes on your own. So this takes away all of that, having to go buy the extra bags. You have to buy the extra tips. Well, I don't have that tip, so I have to go buy that tip. It's very difficult.
What do you do for a living and what is your background?
Currently, I am a stay-at-home mother. I was working at an elementary school locally for 4 years where my sons go to school. I was a teacher's assistant there. I decided that I wanted to stay at home and help my kids learn better and also do the cakes for family and friends.
I think you're onto something, but truthfully, I think it's more of a hobby right now that you have to figure out. I would suggest even doing some focus groups. You gotta, give this kit to them and see what kind of questions come out of that. See if they go, I would like to have a different color. I would like to have different, see what comes out of that focus group. And I think you can maybe identify those little niche pieces of your business that could really make this thing special.
I'm going to be honest, I really like it. I think to me this has bigger plays. I just did a license with DreamWorks Animation for all their characters, Shrek, Madagascar, How to Train Your Dragon, every one of those movies. I can see a play where licensing with NFL, NBA colleges allow you game day cakes. It allows you a lot of different things. I think there is a play here that could really move this business along. I think I would be in a very good position to help you. My only concern really is, can it be scaled and how big it can go? Because I think you have a real opportunity here. I like the product. It's a little bit of a gamble, but it's not a big gamble.
Thank you.
And I think mean, if Phil's interested in it and come in and we split the thing and go in and we find the way to put you in an office and put you up, I'd be more than interested in doing the deal.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, he mentioned something that's very important, the licensing part of this deal. Recently, an acquaintance of mine got a licensing agreement with the 2 largest universities in this part of the state or the country, and I would never thought they'd do it, but I think that we can help you maybe get into the university.
Oh, wow.
There's no. I already have licenses with my Happy Feet product on every college that we ever really want. That part is pretty easy, and I'm already in discussions with a couple of other major studios on movies that are upcoming as well.
Yeah.
So Jennifer, sounds like you have an offer here from 2 great professionals to help you get this thing off the ground. What do you say to that?
Say thank you, God. Thank you, thank you. Oh,
Awesome.
can I come over and take a hand?
That'd be great.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. Great
Thank
presentation.
you.
That's all the time we have for this edition of Dream Funders. On behalf of all of the funders, the dreamers, and the whole crew behind the scenes, I'm Melissa Fraser, and we'll see you next time on Dream Funders.